Shadow work when it comes to being a projector. Because one of the biggest misconceptions I see around understanding your energy blueprint as a projector is that somehow you're meant to do nothing. And in honesty, become kind of in victimhood of your amazing energy instead of stepping into empowerment. So the context is, yes, most, if not all, projectors do experience a lot of burnouts. This has been a big theme in my own life, in particular because I also got a defined will center and I got gate 40, which has the shadow of exhaustion 3 times in my chart, including in my Saturn. So I'm speaking from experience. And I'm sharing about this shadow from love. Because the way my energy works now, people tend in some ways to be really like, wow, how can you do everything you do? This has been a gift through deeply understanding my energy, because exhaustion is when we are trying to force our energy. It's a result of depleting ourselves. So any and every energy type has the ability to be filled with life force. And any and every energy type do have a theme of running into exhaustion, depletion, and burnout when they're not honoring it. And as projectors, as non-sacral beings, we are not meant to work every day in a set amount of time. We will have bursts of energy where we can work a lot and we can do a lot. The burnout comes when we're trying to force that burst of energy to continue every day, to continue over a longer period. And when we learn to honor that we do work in project-based, meaning that we go into a situation or a project or in our everyday and we have suddenly a lot of energy to do something, and then we need to rest. And to also know that when we don't have a defined sacral, we often don't actually know when enough is enough. So we need to learn to attune to the subtle energies that is telling us that we need to rest now. It might even be a good thing to actually set in your plan to take a rest, even if you don't technically feel tired, because maybe you're totally exhausted, but you're running on adrenaline. And you use your strategy and your authority to connect with how to get your energy to work for you. Being a projector, I'm going to say again, it's not about being doomed. It's not about being doomed into being exhausted and not having energy. That's the symptom of not knowing and honoring your energy, and in that you're completely innocent. Because none of us, at least very few of us, has grown up with someone who has been guiding and teaching us how to honor and understand our energy blueprint. But now you have that opportunity. When you're watching this, either you're in the beginning of your journey or if you're well into your journey, that means that you have this master tool in order to understand yourself. And yes, you can read a lot of books, watch videos, and go into these deep dives. But the most important thing you do is to go on a deep dive inside of you. So it's inside of your body. It's in your sensual body, which is the sensing body, which means to be connected to your nervous system. that you learn how to honor your energy, to replenish yourself, and then become a resilient person that takes naps. Because honestly, the biggest thing you can do for energy is taking naps. And in the beginning, when I was taking naps, because of me pushing myself so much, because I was 38 when I started discovering human design, and it wasn't until I was like past 40 when I started to truly more understand this energy. And in the beginning, when I take these naps, they would be 5 hours and I would be gone. Now, in 5 minutes, it will feel like I've slept for 5 hours. It replenishes me. So by that, I just want to acknowledge that in the beginning, when we're learning about our energy, often we can need some months, even years, if it's been, 38, 40 years until you discovered how your energy works. So the more you have been pushing yourself, the more you're pushing yourself and your resources, you will need some time to replenish. But after you start, the more you start to honor yourself and the more you start to be true, the more this energy starts to work for you. So I try to never push myself. I try to follow where my energy feel like is jumping, where it wants to create. So in honesty, sometimes I can be easily 10 hours in the garden doing something, but if I try to force myself to do 5 minutes in front of the computer that day, it could be burnout. And sometimes I'm happily, hours in front of the computer with a lot of energy and things are flowing. And as a projector, success is actually our signature when we honor our energy. So the more I'm going to use the word amp up, the more we honor our sensuality, because the sacral is our sensual center. It's the life force. And the more we honor it, the more we start to glow. And that glow is magnetic. And the more replenished we are, the better our advices will be. And people will come to us and ask for it. And for most of us projectors, that's what we really love, right? Being asked so we can give our guidance. And that will, again, replenish our energy. And then you look to your profile. What can you further do to give yourself safety and expansion? So, for instance, I'm a 6-2, meaning that with the 2 line, I need a lot of introspection. I need a lot of alone time. So when I've been to group gatherings, I need some days, usually days, to just be in my own aura and to get connected to myself again. But if you're line 4, probably you just want to be even more around people. Unless you're 2-4 and then you want both. Yeah, there's a lot of these things in your chart that will guide you into understanding yourself better. And in any and every chart, there's going to be aspects of you that want different things. And they also get to work for you. So it's about honoring them both. You can kind of also view it upon as, if you're a group, it's not about one person always getting their way. It's about working together. I could add much more, and I will continue to make these little videos. I have a Facebook group where you can ask questions about your own chart, and I'm gonna make these human design and gene keys videos for this YouTube channel. I love both of these systems, and they supported me so much, and it's my honor if I can support you in also understanding your energy blueprint better. You can ask me questions in the comments below as well. And I also do one-to-one sessions, and I weave in and I use my somatic therapist, my mindset healer, and my energy worker abilities, in addition to my psychic abilities in the session. So it's not just mind talking session. It's about actually supporting you to tap into your central body, understanding your nervous system, and also getting your mind to understand what's happening so it can be part of it.